It's very good.
I really am looking forward to seeing this relationship develop. I don't know. I just got that feeling. Listen, man.
Me thinking you'd take me to the dance and see me all dressed up and realize you actually have feelings for me, Norman Bates, because you do, but you're just too stupid to know it.
By the time you stood up for yourself, Emma, he's gonna kill her?
Are you ready?
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. It's your boy Terabyt Reacts here, back with another reaction to Lost Season 3 Episode 11. Are you ready for it today? I'm ready to jump in, so no wasting time here. Things are getting spicy. Kate and Danielle is about to go over there, Sayid as well as John, so see how things pop off in this episode. Anyways, guys, if you want to see more episodes of Lost, you want to watch them early, good place to check that out. Link is down in the description. Go check out the Patreon, man. Let's jump into the reaction, and I will see you guys right after for the review.
Ping pong table? Where the hell did that come from?
Jin found it when he was out looking for firewood.
Hey, you seen Kate around?
Wow, she's not back yet?
Hey, that's my guns and ammo. Where the hell did you get it? Wasn't the magazine stock. We share things now. Listen, Zorro. It was in my stuff. Stuff
Why
you
you
all decided to have
gotta
yourself a
call
little
this
party
man
with while you...
Zorro? I think he actually did play Zorro. I think this guy actually did play Zorro at some point, if I remember correctly. I know that Antonio Banderas, I know he played Zorro. Didn't he play Zorro in like probably like the last Zorro movie? I think he played his son or something like that. I don't remember, but I think this guy actually did play Zorro at some point. Like, I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. I don't.
Hey, Billy, if you want it that bad, take it.
Let's just keep it.
We're still heading north on a bearing of 305. Yes.
I'm sensing a lack of confidence.
You really think we're just going to chance upon where the others are?
I don't know what we're gonna chance on, Sayid, but my bearing is the only bearing we got.
That's crazy, bruh. Ah, this is the guy from that they saw on the camera. He's been wrong, but he was right once again.
Are you sure it's completely isolated?
I've circled the house. There's nothing but jungle surrounding it. Here,
The man in the house. You said you've seen him before?
on a video feed from the Pearl Station.
So who is he?
Only one way to find out.
Hey, where are you going?
I have no interest in that man inside the house. I have survived on the island precisely by avoiding these types of encounters.
Damn, Daniel's so cold with it though. Damn.
Did you cook this? Yes, I did. Wow. It's delicious.
Is he a food critic?
Sit. Sit.
والله يا أخي أنت كثير يبين لك إراغي مثلي. If you like it, I will hire you at twice your pay here.
You're offering a stranger a job because of a single meal.
Because my chef just quit.
Bruh.
No, he's been hit. He's been hit.
Not yet. You want to get shot too?
My name is Sayid Shara. I was on a plane that crashed here months ago. I'm unarmed, I swear! Stay right there! Drop the rifle! Drop right now!
Back up. I'll go in first, make sure it's okay.
Who are you?
My name is Mikhail Bakunin. And I'm the last living member of the Dharma Initiative.
I don't know. Are Ben and them, are they a part of the Dharma Initiative? Should we consider them a part of the Dharma Initiative? I mean, they know about the hatches and everything, so they must be a part of it. I don't know, man.
In the kitchen, on the top shelf, there is a medical kit. Will you bring it, please?
Why are you leaving this man with Sayid by himself already?
How did you get here? I almost don't know where to begin. I was stationed at a listening post in Vladivostok. After we lost the Cold War, my unit was decommissioned. I was dismissed from my life in the military. I found myself wanting to do something good. So I replied to a newspaper advertisement.
An advertisement?
Would you like to save the world? It read. Very secretive.
This man
Very
stores
rich,
a lot of meat.
Very smart. 11 years now. I liked computers, communications equipment, and being alone like a lighthouse keeper. They called it the Flame.
What's the purpose of the flame?
To communicate with the outside world, of course.
Ready to play. Your move.
What happened to the Dharma Initiative?
They're all dead, of course. A purge, they called it.
And how did you survive this purge?
I told you, I like being alone.
And the hostiles allowed you to stay here?
They offered a truce. As long as I did not cross it, I would be left alone.
Ah, so they approached him too.
Then
Bruh,
they took
that
two
is.
cows, and I never saw them again.
Who are they? These hostiles?
I love how this
Do
man
not
just
know.
has tweezers in
But
your
they were
arm
here
and
for a
you're
long
just
time before
still
we were.
asking questions.
Ajif, I'm so glad you came. Amira, come meet the chief.
How in God's name did you pull that off, my guy? Ooh.
Are you sure this is him?
Yes.
Hold on, is he the one that tortured her? How the hell did he survive this? I wonder if he's the one that tortured her.
Thank you, Mikhail.
Perhaps I can begin to earn your forgiveness by offering some iced tea. I will also check on your friend.
Why is he so nice? Why don't I trust this right now? This man is really in here playing chess with I don't know who.
For 10 years, I've tried to defeat that game, but it was programmed by 3 grandmasters, and it cheats.
I've played a lot of computers, and I'm pretty sure they don't know how to cheat. That's what makes being human so distinctly wonderful.
What's wrong?
It doesn't make any sense.
Actually, it makes perfect sense.
What are you talking about?
The reason they let him stay here is because he is not Dharma. He is one of them.
How did you decipher that?
You are sitting here, Kate, because I am certain he is not alone.
Bruh. This is wild.
I noticed a series of thick wires as I walked around the station.
This is the hub, but they go underground to various stations all over the island. The initiative used one to bring us here. But I can imagine only that the hostiles have either destroyed or commandeered it by now. That's very unfortunate.
Well, at least we were able to kill one of them.
Why are we continuing to play this little game?
I don't know, because you're continuing to
When
play
we
the
all
game.
know it is moved to the next stage.
Ooh. Hey.
You were tortured, were you not? In the Republican Guard.
You've confused me with someone else.
Amira was arrested for harboring an enemy of the state. Her arms bear the scars of those questions. So I assure you, Najib, I am not confused.
Yes, I was an interrogator, but I have never seen your wife. Maybe she saw me at the same facility, but I do not know her.
She remembers it so well that she recognized it from a mere glimpse when we walked by the restaurant where you worked.
What do you want from me?
I want you to admit to what you did.
I just told you how to remember her, so. Tell you that I killed her, so that I did this, so you can kill me.
The stirrups are set up for someone much shorter than this man. They sent someone out here because they lost communications.
Maybe when the sky turned purple.
That would be my guess. Not every nook and cranny, John.
Are you ready to tell me the truth?
I have told you the truth.
Are you gonna say something, or did they cut off your tongue too? Jesus Christ!
You tortured her.
Do you think this will do any good? That this will make me confess to something I didn't do?
She confessed when you poured a pan of boiling oil over her arm.
No, I did not. You have to admit it! I cannot admit to something I didn't do.
She probably just traumatized by the whole situation. She doesn't know. She just probably maybe he was standing guard while this stuff was happening.
What is it?
C4. Explosive.
Really, John? Yeah, gonna pay attention to the man he got tied up on the floor? Really? Yeah, that you're happy?
Manual override achieved. For pallet drop, enter 2-4.
So they can get a pallet drop of food.
The satellite dish is inoperable.
Nigga, what is
Has there
working?
been an incursion on the station by the hostiles? If so, enter 7-7.
Who are the hostiles? I thought you guys were the hostiles.
Keep your voice low. And your hands in front of you.
Man, that's not a good time to be paying attention to something else. Oh, it's the black lady.
Stop right there. Put the gun on the ground. Now. What are you doing?
It's her. She was there. She was at the docks. She was there when we were kidnapped.
Are there any more of you here? Let's take her upstairs.
Oh, we want to do a prisoner exchange? John is a prisoner right now.
This is simple. Send her over to me and I will release him. And we all go our separate ways.
Don't listen to him.
Down, everyone!
Mikhail! Ты знаешь, что делать.
У нас есть еще
Sayid?
I'll handle this, John.
John? Мы не можем рисковать.
Stop!
Just do it, Mikhail!
Прости меня!
Telling her to kill her.
John! Finish it!
Nah, bro, you ain't getting off that easily.
Kill me.
You ain't getting off that easy, bruh.
I was never a member, but everything else I told you was true. I moved into the station after the purge.
Your friends, did he kill them?
No. They're collecting whatever may be useful from the farmhouse. And now we have our ticket to where the others live.
There is nothing you could do to me that would make me lead you there.
I didn't say you were our ticket, did I? This is a map showing electrical and data cabling. Running from the flame, here, with water and power, large enough to accommodate an entire community. Sounds like a place well worth visiting.
Don't you think?
You have a map. Why keep him alive?
I don't know. In times like these.
After my husband and I first arrived to Paris, I was afraid to ever leave.
Wait a minute, isn't that the same cat?
Every once in a while, he will bite me or scratch me. He forgets that he is safe now. So I forgive him when he bites me. Because I know what it is like to never feel safe. I ask you now that you show me the respect of acknowledging what you did to me, and that you remember me.
Sayid say he don't remember you, cuz. I don't know.
I remember you. Your face has haunted me ever since I left Iraq. I am sorry. I am so sorry for what I did to you.
Man, these characters are so... That is...
When my husband returns, I will tell him I made a terrible mistake. And he will release you.
Will he?
Why?
We are all capable of doing what those children did to this cat. But I will not do that.
Wow.
I will
what
not
a woman.
be that.
He's my prisoner. I will decide his fate. I could see you didn't find anything worth taking.
Actually, I just played that silly chess game again. And now, I realize why you didn't want me to beat it.
What?
That place was our one hope of communication with the outside world.
The computer said if there was an incursion by the hostiles, I should enter 7-7.
We should go. If anyone's around, this explosion's going to attract their attention.
Bruh. The cat. The immersion just brings you in. You know what I mean? I get so immersed in this show sometimes I forget to talk during the reaction. You know, and I guess some people will prefer that either way. That I just comment right through and don't stop to talk about anything because, you know, whatever the situation is. But as I said, it's not something I do on every single video. So either way, this episode, we kind of found out a lot. We also, you know, was a good backstory for Sayid. Sometimes we do have to find that kind of forgiveness, and some people say some people deserve death because of, you know, what they may have done in the past. I've talked about this extensively before, that, you know what I'm saying, I'm extremely against, you know, capital punishment. I don't like the idea of capital punishment. I think that nobody, no human being has the right to take another life, no matter how you take that life, unless it is in self-defense. Now, in self-defense, a whole different story. Somebody try to kill you, you end up killing them. That's a whole different story. And I think in that way, it is justified because you are, you know, defending yourself. So it's a little, it's definitely different. It's the only exception. It's the only exception. Any other way that you end up killing a person, whether it's by accident or whatever the situation is, you're going to jail. You know what I'm saying? You're going to jail. Okay. So at the end of the day, I don't believe that. But then on the other side of things, I should say, is that when a person who has committed a murder or whatever the situation is, or they've committed multiple murders or whatever, you know, the capital, they need to be killed, or they need to, you know, death penalty kind of thing. Like, I'm not agreeing, but let them rot in jail, man. Let them rot in jail. You never know, you know, if that person will change. And yes, I believe that these people should have a second chance. You know, and some people might disagree, but that's just my belief. It is what it is. People have different takes or whatever on these things. However, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to have a back and forth with anybody that has different views about these things, because it's all based on what you believe. That's not how the system itself, the justice system, operates. Obviously, in some states in the United States still does the death penalty, and that's cool. You're not going to see me out here protesting against it, because that's just what it is. And at the end of the day, you know, even if you go out there and vote for somebody to be president that's against the death penalty, it's really not going to change that law, because it usually, when it comes on to capital punishment, it's a state law. It's not a federal law. It's a state law. So if it was federal, then all the states would do it, but some states don't do the death penalty. This is a little weird. It's a little weird, but at the end of the day, I'm not an advocate for it. I believe that everybody deserves a second chance. Look at Sayid. Sayid used to torture people. You know what I'm saying? And for him to come full circle with somebody that he actually tortured and them forgiving him, it just goes to show you that sometimes it can be that people can turn their life around if you give them the chance to do so. Now, Sayid never really faced, I wouldn't say he faced any punishment back then. He kind of just left Iraq and stuff like that, and he was kind of forced into torturing people or learning how to torture people or whatever the situation is by the Americans that were there, as we can see, right? So in certain terms, you can make the argument to say he never went to jail for any of this, or he didn't really face justice, if you will, for any of it. So it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I like the fact that that was the resolution, because we know he survived because he's on the island right now. So we know he wasn't gonna die, right? But at the end of the day, it's just like the message that they were trying to portray through that scene is like, forgiveness is everything, man. Forgiveness, you don't have to necessarily forget what a person what a person has done to you, but I think forgiveness is warranted in many situations that we, choose not to forgive people for. I think it's very easy to forgive them for that, because at the end of the day, people do change. People do have the ability to change, even though nowadays people just don't believe in that anymore. You know what I'm saying? There are certain things that we are, you know what I mean? Or, in general that people are, and we tend to stick with that a lot, but I still do believe that people do have the ability to change. That's not to say that you should ignore past behaviors. That's not to say that, but be able to forgive that. But if it's a situation like a relationship or something like that, you got to be weary. You got to be weary of getting into those situations if you know someone's past in a certain way, right? You got to understand that you are getting into a relationship with this type of person, right? You got to understand that. But I digress. This episode, as I said, I wanted to kind of talk about that dynamic a little bit with a flashback with Sayid. Also, the situation with them finding this place and them finding the map to go towards where these people are camped. For all we know, it could be a whole different place. So it might not even be where Ben and them is, but they are tracking Jack, and that's going to be cool if it is the place that we're talking about that we saw earlier in the season. This is one of those episodes when I'm looking at John, I'm like, John, why weren't you paying attention? We didn't even have to end up in a situation where this dude had to kill, you know, this woman, right? Because I don't even think we know who she is or know her name. You know, she told him to kill her. That's what she did. She told him to kill her, you know, to take her out, because she's not gonna say anything, because they consider themselves, once they get caught or captured or whatever the situation is, they should consider themselves dispensable, because they can't lead people back to where the others are, because they think everybody's just gonna wreak havoc. This is gonna get real interesting, and I can see where this is gonna be real intense going forward for the rest of the season, because it's gonna be, it just seems like it's gonna be some wild stuff happening that, you know, people are gonna, I don't know if any of our main characters are going to die, but I'm definitely weary of it. I'm definitely a little scared that somebody, you know, my favorite characters or one of my favorite characters are going to get killed somehow during this whole thing, because I mean out of every button, like the first one, listen, the first one I'm dropping, if I'm on that computer, drop a pallet, baby, because we run out of food. Drop a pallet. I'm sorry, maybe I'm a little bit too addicted to food. But yeah, man, drop a pallet, man. That's the first thing I would have asked for. Forget that's like, oh, if the hostiles come, press 7-7. I'm probably not gonna, because the first thing that popped into my mind is like, if the hostile comes, it's like, it was one of the two things gonna happen. It's either they're gonna send backup, or the place was rigged to blow with C4. Like, what do you think that's for? If it's rigged to blow, that simply means that if they can self-destruct to destroy all of this information, they're going to do that. But we also got to remember that John did not know. He did not know that the place was strung up, because he didn't go under the cellar as well. So he didn't know. So I'm gonna give him the doubt, not the benefit of the doubt. He definitely did not know. So he was out of the loop that the place was strung up with C4. I think that if he knew that it was strung up to blow like that, I don't think he would have chose 7-7. But it is what it is, right? We're here now, and now we got to figure out how to get back to this place, and, you know, hopefully nothing bad happens, you know, on the way to wherever they're going, and, you know, somebody ends up getting killed. I think it's going to be real interesting to see. In any case, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Of course, leave a like on the video, and I will catch you guys for the next one, man. Peace.